Hey, Internet, we are here with a new Ritter that we just received from Jens in Germany. She is gorgeous. This is called the Porsch model. Kind of like Porsche, but without the E. Very interesting. This specific guitar is quite special. It's called the Paraiba?
Paraiba Reef?
Paraiba Reef? I don't know how to
We didn't do that
this.
much research on the pronunciation.
I don't know the pronunciation. It's, I think, Portuguese or Spanish. It's a location in Brazil where Jens Ritter went on vacation, was swimming on the reef there, and was inspired by the colors and the things that he saw. And
I love it. I love it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. This is a one-off color that he made just for this guitar, inspired by this reef visit that he had. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Now, what's very interesting about this guitar, there's two things that make it, well, three things that make this really, really special. One is the body. This is a solid one piece, not a top, front to back, one piece solid
that's
chunk
insane
of wood. Look at the sides, the back, it's all one, and it's so perfectly figured all the way through.
Yeah, I don't know how that even...
I don't actually know how this really exists because maple trees aren't really that wide.
Right.
It's very rare. That's why most guitars have two-piece tops, right? It's because of the width of a guitar isn't really as big as most average maple trees grow. So this is a very, very special piece of wood. I can't really imagine how much just this piece of wood alone cost. Because
like pre-guitar.
Yeah, like just like the raw chunk of wood. It's just, and it's stunning. It's so figured. It's incredible. So that's one thing that's absolutely mind-blowing about it. The other thing that's really, really cool is this rose gold hardware. How often do you see rose gold hardware? Depending on your screen, it might translate a little bit differently. It's kind of tough to capture on camera, but it's just gorgeous.
The texture is wild.
The bridge, the knobs, the pickups, and yes, the texture. Jens used to call this his scratchy hardware finish, and I think he changed it because it's a terrible name. Sorry, Jens. So he changed it to ice frosted. So this is ice frosted hardware. So again, with a close-up here, you'll be able to see all this amazing texture on all of this stuff, but it's smooth. It's like, I don't know, I really don't know how it works.
At the same, yeah, it's wild.
It's like, feels amazing on your fingers. I love it. I would love it on stage even, I think, too. Yep. The way it feels, the tuner buttons are like that also, and it has solid real rose gold inlays on these dots.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a stunning piece of art. That's the second thing. The third thing is this tremolo. You don't really see very many Ritter trem guitars. They're mostly hardtails, whether they're Princess Isabella's or Porsches or whatever. Are really cool to see a trem on this guy, and it's this gorgeous, rose gold trem. Of course, we have Jens's, Ritter humbuckers that he designs, and everything on these guitars is very, very special, exclusively designed by him for his instruments. So, Jay, why don't you play this for us? Ebony board, by the way, and a mahogany neck.
Let's see this guy.
Now, these have like kind of a set neck construction to them. It's very interesting the way that he does it with no, obviously no bolts and things, but it's kind of a, I don't really exactly know how it works, to be honest with you. It's gorgeous, but it's a gorgeous neck joint.
Sometimes you don't have to question
exactly.
how it works.
Genius.
So this does have splits for both coils.
Yes, so there's a coil tap on the tone knob and on the volume knob, so we can independently tap
each
both
pickup, which is
the
super
neck
convenient.
and the bridge humbucker.
So when you're in the middle, if you want to get wild, you can
exactly. So we're going to hit all these positions for you, including tapping.
Cool. Here's middle. Bridge. Here's neck split. Here's middle. Oh, let's do bridge split. Bridge split. And here's bridge and our neck split in the middle.
What do you think?
I love the neck split. That was
sounds really
amazingly
good.
surprising to me.
Really, really good.
You know, obviously that's like a quick run through of some random thing that's played. I would love to sit with this for like a solid like 3 or 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be fun to play. Just
That's
to hear.
interesting.
The Ritters have such a uniquely wide range for. It's just such a unique thing. You look at it, almost sometimes you'd think like it's an art piece. You're like,
Yeah, it's not going to sound any
What
good.
is this? And then you start playing, you're like, it sounds incredible.
Yeah. I've noticed with any Ritter, I'm a personal owner of a few Ritter pieces even before we were a dealer. Mm-hmm. And when you play a Ritter, it's like there's these sounds in there you haven't really heard before. There's like harmonics and things that are just kind of different. And so when you're playing it, it's just like, yeah, I want more. I want to hear more of that. Like where did that even come from? It's really interesting. But he also somehow manages to get them to be able to fit in a mix really well and to really nail your classic sounds also too. So it's not like it's so left of field that you can't use it in a band setting. I mean, I played my Roya pretty much daily in bands and gigging and things for years. You know?
Very like reactionary, like very touch sensitive.
It's very interesting. It's really like you're a part of the instrument. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's not just looks. And it's so interesting with this instrument too, right? You think a solid flame maple body wouldn't really sound great, but I think it does. It's
fantastically.
It's warm. Yep. It's bright. It has a nice mid-range, but it's not too thick. It resonates fantastic. I mean, it is all one piece, right? So there's no glue or anything in there. So I'm sure that probably helps a lot. It's just so interesting how, you know, it departs so much from that traditional, like, you know, alder body or mahogany with a maple top,
same thing, right?
You know, that type of thing. But it sounds really just absolutely phenomenal.
Big fan of the neck profile. It's a little bigger than like your average. It's not super thin, obviously. It's not going to be like an Ibanez or something wild. But it's really comfortable.
Little chunky, chunky but comfortable type of thing.
Exactly, yeah. So
I think once you grow up a little bit, you've played for a while, especially. Yep. Having a little more girth in there.
It's almost it's not as big, I would say, as an acoustic neck, but it starts getting like
interesting
to that size, which is not. I feel like it's not the same on every Ritter I've played.
Interesting. No, I mean they're all a little bit different. You know, they're all fully handmade. Jens only builds 6 instruments a month. Very, very low production. Probably 50-50 guitars and basses at this point. So I mean you're talking.
Kind of see why too.
You're talking maybe 3 guitars a month.
Right.
It's extremely special stuff. So can you give us a little shreddy shred on this guy? Maybe not like shred, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Get a little upbeat.
Cool. That's a neck pickup too.
It's pretty impressive for a neck pickup.
Let's just try.
There's a lot of clarity in that neck pickup.
Yeah. Once you start digging in, super snappy.
It is. It's very interesting. That's why I was asking for that, is because you're playing some of that more relaxed stuff, which was very beautiful sounding, almost like borderline jazz guitar-y on the neck pickup when it wasn't tapped. But then you dig in and it's
way different.
Yeah, I mean that bridge pickup. I mean just mid-rangey and aggressive, and with some high gain on there would probably sound phenomenal too.
That's surprising. The Ritter does cover pretty much every bass.
That's what I've noticed on even the Princess Isabella bass. Right, it has a single pickup on it, which we're about to do a video on that in a second if you want to watch. That thing is passive, volume tone, single pickup, and just you can cover every. It's same with the Princess Isabella guitar actually. You can cover like all these tones. It's very touch sensitive. You dig in, it's a totally different sound. You hold back, and it's not like a huge volume drop or anything. It's amazing how versatile the thing is, just in a couple simple switches and just very, very high quality electronics. And
like I said, very reactive. It's a very touch-friendly guitar.
So this is a very special piece. There's only one in existence. So once it is sold, it's sold. She is $14,999 USD, and we'll ship it anywhere in the world for you. So if you'd like it, get in touch and we'll sell it to you, because that's what we do. So thanks for watching. Link below for this guitar and our website. Subscribe, like, share, show it to all your friends. We'll talk to you soon.